So once I got into high school, there were mandatory religion classes and there were elective religion classes. And some of the religion classes that I took on elective were fantastic. World Religions, taught by Brother David, was an amazing class. I did appreciate being able to learn about different religions and ideas because it is important to understand where people are coming from. And having no background at all, I needed a little bit more education. But one of the required classes in high school was one called Christian Lifestyles. No matter how many times I tried to argue that that class would be completely useless for me in my life since I was not going to live a Christian lifestyle, there was no arguing with the school. That was a required class, those credits had to be on my grade, period. So finally, my senior year, there was no getting around it. I had to include it as one of my classes. And I cannot tell you the torture that I went through in that semester. There were a lot of BS assignments in that class, but the one that actually sticks out the most in my mind was one where we were supposed to actually put together a framework with a partner on how we would build a Christian lifestyle in the future. Now, as part of this, we had to pair off one boy and one girl in order to plan a family. Now, I had just come out as a lesbian the year before that. So the entire school, which my class, my graduating class was about 60 people, the full school was about 600 and everybody knew about me. I was the only out lesbian in the school. And surprisingly, that wasn't very hard. I'll have lots of stories about being a lesbian in a Catholic school later. But for the purposes of this video, it is important that everyone knew, because when our teacher told us that we could pick our spouse, I immediately turned around and proposed to the girl behind me. Now, the look on my teacher's face was priceless. Oh, it's fantastic. And to the girl's credit behind me, I didn't know her that well, she immediately accepted. And we started planning it right there with, to the amusement of the entire class. And my teacher was standing at the front going, no, that's not how it works. No, you have to pick someone of the opposite sex. But we pointed out to her that there were far too many girls in the class, and that simply was not feasible. But of course, given that we were supposed to actually plan a Christian lifestyle, and that didn't quite match up to the Catholics' idea of a Christian lifestyle, we ended up having to be partnered with a guy. And I do mean a guy, as in the two of us both had to be with the same guy. Now, we were required to act as if the other woman didn't exist, which just made it funnier. So as you can see, Christian lifestyles turned out to be quite biblical, in fact. Even after having a whole class entitled Christian lifestyles, I still have no idea what that meant. All I can remember is polygamy. So I guess my first question is to you guys, what do you think a Christian lifestyle entails? According to either your previous denomination or the Bible itself. You can be creative. And for those of you out there who also had religious schooling, tell me, what was your least favorite religion class? Fascinated to hear any of your anecdotes. Leave them as a video response preferably, but comments are accepted as well. Love you guys and see you soon. I need the wind to not do that. Go away, wind. Go.